Welcome to Tran wins Baldur's Gate 3, the Cursed Pact. Hello and welcome, mortal soul. Wonder how much of this is written in such... So, setting aside the weighty tomes of somber legality, embracing a lighter path of ancient customs and mystical decrees that govern the fair folk, please be wary that in accepting this pact you agree to refrain from striking a deal with another creature of fey, infernal, or otherwise eldritch origin. We reserve the right to sever all ties, professional or social, with the end user, and seek appropriate remedy from the Morning Lord. In order to continue, we must accept. This adventure contains mature and sensitive subject matter. You can moderate some of this content by toggling the option below. This option, among others, can be changed anytime in the options menu. Episode 0 will follow character creation and introduction cinematic. I will be splicing this out of order, with character creation appearing before the introduction cinematic and the starting gameplay from there. Tactician, a tough campaign emphasizing strategic combat. Tutorials can help you learn about the core mechanics of Baldur's Gate 3. Would you like to turn them on? Alright. I don't typically try to run mainstream games because my channel gets drowned out in all the other playthroughs of much larger channels. I will attempt to do so for this, and we'll evaluate if this is something people actually want to see. The only thing I know about this game, I did not follow it at all. I did not even know it was released. If I had known, perhaps I might have tried to pre-order this and get the DLC that's now $9.99. Yeah, the only thing I know about this is in 2020, the developers seemed to point out that they were dissatisfied with everybody making a white dude. That's the only thing I know about this game. So how do I do this? Custom, okay. Then we'll edit appearance. It's a lot tanner looking than I thought he would look from here, but that's fine.
Where to next? Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells.
Be wary.
More of those wretched things.
Where to next?
I don't know which voice sounds closer to me, voice 5 or voice 3.
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
We'll try voice 5.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Body type? How do I... Oh, that's what... Wait, what? Okay. What's the vitiligo? Is that... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Body art. Eyes. That doesn't really look brown from here. Oh, that's some hairstyle. I don't really know what to pick. I'd like someone who is charismatic in this game. As our party leader, I'd like him to be responsible for our dialogue. Sure, we'll go with that. That looks like the Chad look right here. Is that what it's called? However, my graphics does not really represent that well, and I'm sure it's a my computer thing. In fact, I was very hesitant about buying Baldur's Gate because it's very expensive, and I haven't really bought any games since starting YouTube full time, because I wanted to be able to earn the money to pay for these games. Wow, that's is glorious is definitely the word for that. All right, we'll just go with no facial hair for now. I don't know. Sure, we'll do that. That looks fine. I should probably pick a different color than black. Okay, so it applies to all of it. And then we'll proceed. Did I get everything? Wait, I didn't get to pick my class. Okay. All right. So I click on these, I guess. Race human. I know almost nothing about Dungeons and Dragons. I used to play the TSR Gold Box games, which accounts for most of my D&D experience. But THAC0 is no longer a thing. Armor class is probably a little bit different. A lot of things are. Oh wait, did you just delete my appearance? Okay, it's still okay. Hold on. So racial speed, weapon training. Okay, we probably want someone with dark vision. I don't know how good that is in this game. If I can cast dark spells. If this were, say, a tabletop RPG, I would probably be allowed to put a dark spell on my spell book if he were, say, a wizard. But it really depends on what the game has implemented. But we will try dark vision and see if that's something that the game allows for. Hellish resistance, that sounds pretty cool. Superior dark vision, see in the dark up to 24 meters. Saving throw against charm. So this is probably why I'll make this its own episode, because I figured character creation will take me a while, and I don't know if this is something anybody would want to see. Oh, he gets his own psionic. I know nothing about psionics, though I did play the Dark Sun computer RPG, which was really cool. I liked that game a lot. I know that people feel that it's an inferior product to many D&D games, but I enjoyed it. When you roll a 1, I can re-roll the die and use a new roll. So basically, I can just get a free roll. That sounds pretty good. How does a dragon board not have any other racial features? Is that really a D&D character? Because I've heard the term for Skyrim, which I've never played. When you land a critical hit with a melee weapon attack, your damage dice are tripled instead of doubled. Huh. So what advantages does a human get? Does a human get any advantages? Wait, what if I pick... Do I pick... Maybe I should... Okay. We'll start with class. Maybe that's the way to go. So I want someone with charisma. Only because I want this guy to be our talking figure in our party. So let's pick... Let's see, Warlock is charisma-based, Sorcerer is charisma-based, Paladin is strength-based. Alright, I would have thought maybe... Well, I mean, I guess I can kind of see that he's probably more martial than he is caster. I don't know if this game has prestige classes like Neverwinter Nights did. So I guess we are choosing between Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard. Let's see what the difference between Sorcerer and Wizard are. Natural spellcasters, drawing on inherent magic from a gifted bloodline. Class features, level 1 spell slots. Warlock. Bound by a pact to an all-powerful patron, Warlocks trade their loyalty for supernatural abilities and unique magic. Take only half damage. Conjure 1 beam of crackling energy. Does this increase over time? I wish I knew more about the rules. It's hard to build a metagaming strategy when I know almost nothing about the mechanics of the game. And unfortunately, I can't just open up a book and say, like, okay, does Eldritch Blast level up with me? Like, if I was level 10 and cast Eldritch Blast, is it going to be 10d10? Like Magic Missile or something. I think it might. Let's see, I have T for Inspect. It doesn't really give me any further information here. But I wonder if maybe this would level up with me because it says beam parentheses S. How do I get out of this? Right click? There we go. Do I want a sorcerer or a warlock? We'll do a sorcerer only because I don't want to be bound to some sort of creature. Alright, now we'll pick a race. And this guy had a psionic power. Gain proficiency in all skills of a chosen ability. I don't know what that means. I don't really quite know what... Okay, represents... Okay, provides a bonus. A specific ability, aspect of an ability. Every time I... What? I may be in over my head. In all skills of a chosen ability. So I would like pick one of these and I would get proficiency in everything associated with that, such as healing. Manipulate and interact with objects. So now we've decided that we're going to be a sorcerer. Let's see if we can figure out. We probably won't need things like longsword training. Now, I don't remember. Do humans get feats at a faster rate, or is that a fighter thing? Like I said, I'm really only familiar with the second edition stuff here. I guess I probably get stats, don't I? It's not reflecting in it. Is everybody even stats here? I get an advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. Oh, that sounds good. Advantage. What exactly is that? Roll 2 dice and use the higher value. So it's kind of like risk. I didn't actually know what risk was until I married. And then I learned how to play risk. And then I learned how to metagame risk. Okay, so I think we'll go with the gnome. Sub-race, huh? Oh, wow, that's... I don't want to have to check the sub-races on every class, or race, but I might have to. Okay, I've gone through all of the races, and I think we're going to go with Tiefling. There are sub-races, so I went through every single race and looked at all the sub-races for things. Some of them didn't have a sub-race, such as Human, there is no sub-race there. So we're going to go with Asmodeus Tiefling, which gives us a 1-8 fire damage. I don't know if maybe Mage Hand is better, because this doesn't tell me what it can do. It says manipulate and interact with objects. Does that also mean it can hit enemies? Because that is a form of manipulation or interacting with. Probably not. It probably just means I can do things like pull levers and push buttons. So we're going to go with this for pure combat power. I do think, well, I guess appearance is down here. So this stuff should definitely be done before changing your appearance. That's not even the hair I picked before. Is it? Maybe I did have a little bit of a braid back there. Kind of like the look of that for my my horns. How do I... Wait, no. That whole separate appearance button is really throwing me off. Okay. We wanted a different hair color. It was jet black raven or something, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then we're going to edit character. Yes, that's what we want. So we're going to be a sorcerer. Cantrips. Can I unselect everything? There we go. We'll start with unselecting everything. There's all this. Spell save DC. Spell attack. Alright, I have unimaginably chosen damage abilities. So we have 1d10 fire in Firebolt, 1d8 cold plus a reduction in movement speed in Ray of Frost. It says here damages each creature it hits for 1d6 acid damage, so it sounds like I might be able to hit more than one with this. And finally, to round things off with a non-combat spell, I decided Mage Hand instead of a fourth ability, such as Poison Spray, which I assume is some sort of cone ability. That sounds pretty powerful, but it's only 3 meters, and he'd have to be pretty close to do that. As for our spells, I haven't yet chosen, so let's take a look. For spells, we picked Ice Knife. I really wanted to get Magic Missile, just because I feel like when you get to higher levels, it probably does a lot more damage. But for the time being, I am just a level 1 sorcerer. So we're going to do Ice Knife, which does 3 to 22 damage, and leaves an ice surface. Finally, we get Sleep. In the Gold Box games, if you ever cast this Hold Person spell on an enemy, it pretty much just killed them outright. What this allows me to do, it says here, if they're asleep, you can do critical hits on them. That sounds pretty solid. So we'll try that. Subclass. We can be a Wild Magic Sorcerer, which gives me Tides of Chaos. Activate. I don't know what Wild Magic Surge is. Each time we cast a level 1 spell or higher, we might trigger a random magic effect. Okay. This doesn't tell me anything. Wild magic stems from the forces of chaos. It churns within the sorcerers that wield it, waiting to burst free. That tells me nothing as a feature. Draconic Bloodline. Hit point by 1. Our base armor class is 13. I don't know if that's how good that is. Like, I'm used to the idea that, you know, something like -6 is good. But I think 13. I don't know. I don't know what even naked AC is. Alright, so anyways, we have Tempestuous Magic. After I cast a level 1 spell, I can fly as a bonus action. Without what? That sounds like I would never ever get hit. As long as I can cast next to an enemy, I suppose. After I cast a level 1 spell, I can just fly. Well, that sounds better than whatever this is supposed to be. Activate to gain an advantage. I understand some spells might be attack roll based, perhaps. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I didn't pick any of those grasping spells. Ability check. I could do with that, but I think being able to fly in the middle of battle sounds really amazing. So we're gonna go with that. Background. So we get a bonus to certain skills, which is a +3 to these dice rolls. What's intimidation? So I need to pick something with stuff that I like. Detect lot. Well, let's first go with abilities, and then we'll pick background. Is that already recommended? Or am I not allowed to pick? Okay, yeah, that is already recommended. What is this? So I get 1 + 2 bonus, 1 + 1 bonus? What? What's the difference between plus and this stuff? Like, I don't... Okay, I guess... I mean, I know that I get 1 + 2 bonus and 1 + 1 bonus, but what's the difference between just taking points away and adding something else? Alright, well anyways, let's go ahead and +2. Can we +1 that also? No, we cannot. Do we need intelligence or wisdom? I mean, other than for stat checks. Oh, I can't raise that any further. So 15 is the natural highest I can be, and then +2 on top of that. I might want something like 16 charisma instead. Does that... Oh, does that cost more? Hold on. So anything after 13 costs 2 points. Alright, well, let me see here. I decided to reduce a point in my base constitution and add that to, I think it was my wisdom, and then add a bonus point to constitution, rounding it off to 14. The reason for that is, once I go past 13, it seems to cost me 2 ability points. So by sacrificing my 14th point in constitution, I was able to get 2 more wisdom. I understand that wisdom and intelligence probably don't mean anything to our sorcerer flat out, but this will help with skill checks, which is what we're setting up for in the background section. Maybe this is an awful idea. Here we have skills of Arcana, so we get +3. Oh, well, that's also based off of our background as well, I think. So I'm not quite sure what's going on here. If I take a look at Guild Artisan, I get Insight and Persuasion from this class. So this means that I'm getting Deception and Arcana from something else. However, if I go, say, to Charlatan, which gives me Deception, I still have Persuasion. But if I pick something else that doesn't have persuasion and deception, like Outlanders, I'm missing deception. So Guild Artisan, somehow I get deception. Charlatan, somehow I get persuasion. Outlander with neither of those, I only end up with persuasion. I still don't understand how this works, but all right. Again, I haven't followed Baldur's Gate at all, and I know next to nothing about the current day Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know if Soldier is the way to go. It says here, show smart tactics and bravery on the battlefield to enhance my prowess. I don't know if, yes, I'm not going to be in the front lines. Will I still be able to, the game, consider it smart tactics and bravery if I'm hiding in the back lines? Yes, I'm in the back lines. It still requires bravery, right? Even a person dealing with a fire, he might not be in the fire himself. He could be, like, say, at the fire truck or helping people evacuate from the building, and that's still bravery. This gives me a low strength bonus +1. I don't even know how I get the +1. I'm not sure I understand that. Intimidation gives me +5 for charisma, +3 to checks, +5 to saving throws. I don't quite understand how that works, like what the relationship is. I could get a higher relationship by picking something even as Guild Artisan. It says here charisma +5 and then wisdom +3, so a total of a +8 bonus. However, I do want the idea to have intimidation. So intimidating and deception might seem... hold on. I would like persuasion actually somewhere in this skill set, so maybe not that. Alright, well my first pick was going to be Soldier because I wanted intimidation. However, I definitely want persuasion as one of my skills here. We're going to go with Noble. This gives me persuasion, deception, history, and arcana. That's fine. Is that everything? We've selected our abilities. I think we're done then. So that we know which channel we're watching, because people are probably watching more than one playthrough of Baldur's Gate at a time. You're watching Tran.
You need a guardian. Choose one.
Okay. I don't know what Guardian means. So is this like my second player or something? Okay, so okay. So we are a tiefling. We should probably pick somebody who's bulky, maybe. Like a half-orc, perhaps. Do I not get to pick? Wait, what? I don't know what a guardian is. Like, okay, I know what in real life, what the real life dictionary term is, but I don't even get to pick its class or anything here, so I'm not actually sure what this will be. It looks like since he's dressed in plate that this person will be some sort of fighter. It doesn't even tell me any stats or anything here. Oh, wow. It's not like I remember the particular stats. I remember that the half-orc gets a triple combat damage, so I guess we'll do that. Maybe. Elf gets to move further, so they could actually stand in the way. We'll do with half-orc for now.
Remarkable.
Follow your instincts. Don't be afraid.
I hate that it asks me something like this without actually giving me any context or information about what I'm actually doing. It's like, there's no like sheer red or anything. That looks way too evil right there. That looks okay. I don't think she's gonna be concerned about makeup. Hair. Keep it out of her way, sure. That's kind of funky. Sure, that looks fine. I think I would care more if I knew more about the specifics of this guardian. This is probably the first character creator that has allowed me to put a beard on a chick. I think that's male, female, isn't it?